Good afternoon. Would the staff at Webster please introduce yourself for the record?
Is Major Culpepper?
All right, good to see you, Major. Thanks for accommodating us today. We have a couple of cases, I believe, at your facility. First on my list is Mr. Cooper.
Yes, ma'am.
That be Mr. Cooper. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, man. How you doing?
Good. Thanks for asking. Would you introduce yourself? Tell us your name and your DOC number.
My name is Darkeldrius Cooper DOC number 481-330.
Darkeldrius.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Here for a parole hearing. You've been here before. This is a rehearing. You were heard previously. Is that right? And were denied?
No, ma'am. I never was brought up. This is my first. This is my
Okay,
first time coming in front of y'all.
Okay. Well, there's an indication that this is a rehearing, but I couldn't find it, so I was going to ask you about it. So this is your first go round. So let me read some identifying information into the record. You are classified as a third felony offender. You're currently serving a 17-year sentence. Well, it's 17 years, 8 months, and 18 days. You have a parole eligibility date, which is at the discretion of the board, I believe, because you were revoked. So, you have a good time date, which is September 15, 2023. Full term is in 2035. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Your sentences, your crimes, you were sentenced initially 2009, distribution of cocaine. That's the 17-year sentence.
Yes, ma'am.
Good time, and then you were revoked in January of 2020 for a new felony conviction, possession of meth. You also have a 2019 conviction, illegal possession of stolen things in Bossier. That was a 1-year sentence.
Yes, ma'am.
So your case is assigned to me, so I'm going to take the lead on the interview. I do see that you have 345 days of good time credits. Now, was that during this period of supervision?
Yes, ma'am.
How long you been in jail? Let's see, I guess it's 2020.
I've been in jail since September the 28th of 2018.
Right, and so the new conviction in 2020 was for something that happened when?
It had to happen at 18. I'm gonna say I think August of 18.
Trying to find, I can't find the clip. Why were you revoked? Because of the new conviction, right?
Ma'am.
You absconded in 2018. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. I did. I hadn't reported, so he considered it to be a scoundrel.
All right. So since you've been in jail this go round, what programs have you been able to complete?
I took the Steve Hart program, and I took parenting.
So I see you finished the Steve Hall program in 2021.
Yes, ma'am. And strengthening family. I took strengthening family.
Oh, good.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
tell me what you learned through the Steve Hall program, because I see you began using alcohol and marijuana, at least at an early age. What did you learn through that program?
I learned how to find better ways to deal with my addiction and not use marijuana to cope with the stresses of life that I done experienced in my life. So, I mean, the Steve Hart program really helped me to rehabilitate myself and find myself. I let alone me taking the strengthening family, preparing myself, being that I'm a first-time father, it's preparing me to be ready to go out there and take care of my daughter.
How old's your daughter?
She's 4 years old, ma'am.
She was born right before you came to jail, or?
Ma'am, I was with her for 3 months, and I come to jail, and I've been in jail all the way up to this point. She'll be 5 this coming June. Her mother just passed August the 13th, so I had to get a lawyer and everything to gain custody of her. And she's currently with my fiance and my mother right now. waiting on me to come home to do my fatherly duties.
Yeah, you gotta establish a relationship with her.
Yes, ma'am.
Um,
The best I can over the phone.
so when you were at the Steve Hoyle program, did they give you any recommendations like for aftercare treatment or what's gonna help you
I mean,
succeed, stay away from drugs altogether?
Yes, ma'am. They gave me a lot of packages that I can, know what I'm saying, look into when I get out of here to help me.
Give me an example. What's your plan? Surely by now you've made your own.
Okay, I plan to go and drive trucks. I want to be a truck driver. So I want to get connected with this company called Wells. And they was gonna let me come through the schooling and help me get my CDLs and eventually, you know what I'm saying, become a owner operator down the road. So that's what I plan to do myself, you know what I mean? But I just have to get out and get stable and have a chance to do it.
Yeah, well, good. That sounds like a plan, but what I was interested in is your plan to stay off drugs.
Oh, I mean, I'm gonna stay off drugs because I need to be there to take care of my daughter. So I've been working at Clement right now for 19 months, you know what I mean? And we constantly do drug testing down here, and I'm not failing no drug tests or none of that. So I know I just gotta stay away from the drugs. The drugs ain't helping me. That's what caused me to come back to jail this time. Caused me to be away from my daughter for this little moment of time that I've been away from her. So I mean, I give up on it. I'm tired. I'm just tired. That's my plan, to keep God first, keep my daughter first, and do what I gotta do and make sure I don't come back to jail.
You've been in work release about 1.5 years?
Yes, ma'am, 19 months.
And where is it you said you're working?
At Clement Industries, right here in Sibley.
And what do you,
I'm a finisher. I like pipe trailers. I put lights on trailers, tires and decals, and run main leads to help the trailer to operate.
I see. And what's your plan to support yourself when you go home?
Well, currently I'm working at Clement until a truck driving company would take me, and then I'll put my 2 weeks notice in and go on to the truck driving thing. But as of now, Clement gonna be my job until I can find something better.
So they've agreed to keep you on?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not convinced about your staying sober.
Well, ma'am, I guarantee you, if I'm granted the chance by you, you won't see me no more. I'm gonna stay sober, you know, and I've been working on it now. I went through courses. I pray a lot, you know what I'm saying? I even sit down and have conversations with dudes in the dorm now, you know, to help them, and they help me. We helping each other. We leaning on each other, keeping each other.
When's the last time you had a drug test with your employer?
When I first started, so I'm gonna say like 19 months ago. I could take one right now if they want me to. I'm talking about they can pull up hair follicles, they can take my blood, or I can urine in the cup.
Yeah. All right, let me ask the major. Major, do you know Mr. Cooper? Is there anything you can tell us about him?
No, I have Mr. Johnson here too from the classes and stuff that he's went to. But he's not had no write-ups. He's been fabulous with work release, because I mean he worked under me when I was over the work release for a while, and then I went back to doing all the court call stuff and IT stuff. So he's been out there working, and he ain't failed no drug tests that we've given him so far. So
That's good. Yeah, we'd like to hear from the teacher, I guess.
Hey, this is Mr. Johnson. I run the Steve Hoyle program. I apologize for being tardy. Mr. Cooper did graduate in August of 2021. And not only that, but I would like to say that he worked for us while we were doing that. He helped make the books and keep the program running. And he did a fantastic job while he was there. I would rarely say that, but it's true. So he did that, and he did parenting. And we have no complaints. There was nothing in his file that said that there was any issue during his time in treatment, which was 6 months. 9 months. It was 9 months, yeah.
9 months.
So you did the 9-month program?
Yes, ma'am. We at the Webster, we very rarely offer 9 months, but he got the chance to do that. So.
Oh, good. So is there like a aftercare plan that y'all give them?
So we do for guys who are closer to going home because there's a parole officer to give that to. When you have somebody like Mr. Cooper where they're not really changing to anyone's custody, they're not really given a plan. But in the event that you guys want one, we can absolutely make one and pass it on to someone.
Okay, great. That's what I need to hear. Thank you so much. We appreciate it, Mr. Johnson. Any questions? Okay, Mr. Cooper, is there anything to say to us before we vote?
I just want to thank y'all for giving me this chance, to come before y'all and y'all consider whatever y'all gonna consider pertaining to me. And I'm most definitely grateful that y'all probably gonna give me a chance to go and be back in my daughter's life. But I just want y'all to know, I done learned my lesson from this, and I hated with everything in me being away from my daughter, bro. So I know I got to do the right thing so I can be there for her. So I'm prepared for her. I'm ready to show myself and y'all that I'm gonna do the right thing.
All right. Well, let me ask your family. We'll hear from them before we vote. First, we want to hear from mother, Ms. Esther Cooper.
Yes, ma'am.
Must be with your sister-in-law.
Hello,
Yes.
Y'all are together. Okay. Can we hear from Miss Esther?
it's me. Hi.
Go ahead, ma'am. What would you like us to know about your son?
I think he's gonna do well. His what's gonna make him do well this time is he got that baby. That's his first baby, and he loved her dearly, and he needs to be with her. And also, as far as his addiction is concerned, I'm a recovering addict myself, an alcoholic. Okay, I can be there for his support as far as trying to, making sure he stays sober.
Good. Well, good. We appreciate it. Thank you. And Ms. Thomas, is there anything you want to say?
Yes, ma'am. I would like to say that I think that he will do right this time. Like I said, he has his daughter and we're all helping with her, but she really needs her father.
And you are his sister-in-law?
Yes, ma'am. I've been with his brother for 2 years.
Okay, well, good. Well, thanks for helping facilitate the Zoom meeting. Now,
Yes.
is Tawanda White there? No, is she? Oh, I see she's on another connection. Ms. White, could we hear from you, please? There you are. Good. Go ahead, ma'am. You have to unmute your microphone.
Oh, she not on now.
There it is. Go ahead, ma'am.
Okay, well, Miss White, his fiance, she was disconnected somehow, but I am his sister, Javisha Cooper.
Okay.
Yes,
Is there
ma'am.
anything you want to say?
Yeah, his mindset has changed. Our conversations since he's been incarcerated this last time is completely different from the last time, and he has matured a lot, and his circumstances has forced him to grow up and to be a man and to be a father for my niece who lost her mom, and she got all of us who is not her mom and her dad, but Darkeldrius, he got a strong head, and like I say, his circumstances have changed, and his focus now is being there for that connection with his daughter, to raise her, to teach her, because she was a premature child, so she got a lot of challenges. So like autism, she's been tested for that. ADHD, she's diagnosed with that. And the challenges on us is hard. And, he's been over the phone when he able to talk to us, to talk to his daughter, to calm her down. So over the phone, they have a connection, but he really needs to be there with her so he can get that physical connection. They got the spiritual connection. And like I say, he done grew a lot. I'm his little sister, and I know him better than I know himself, I believe. And he has blew my mind with the change that he has encountered this last time. And I just know that he's going to do well. Yes, ma'am, when he come home.
That's good to hear. It looks like maybe we have Miss White is on now, ma'am. There you go.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. What would you like us to know?
Well, I'm his fiance, and at the moment, I've currently moved to help with his daughter. Like his sister was saying, her mom has passed, And I came to help out with her. But as far as Darkeldrius, he has totally blew our mind and changed this time. And, he helps us resort out problems, try to resolve a problem. It's always a spiritual tip with him. And from what we have all saw, he's like a totally different person. And I'm pretty sure if y'all let him out this time, you would know for sure that he has done very well. He has learned, he has been through a lot of programs in the class. During his jail sentencing time, as far as he's been incarcerated. But like I said, he really, this is his daughter, Michael's, and we kind of have her now. And she really, really loves her daddy. She talks to him over the phone when he can. And we're trying to get them, because her mom passed when she was, last year. And so he's really all she got left besides us. And, we can only do so much, but you know how a child needs a father.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. I think we are prepared to vote. I'll be voting first. Mr. Cooper,
Yes, ma'am.
you have a beautiful daughter.
Thank you, ma'am.
I was impressed by what Mr. Johnson said and your participation in the class. I was impressed by what the major said, that you're doing really well. Obviously, you're doing well in work release. And I'm glad they're willing to keep you on till maybe something different happens, but don't go too fast on that. Stay where what you know. My vote's
Okay.
gonna be to grant your parole. I would like for the Steve Paul program to develop you an aftercare plan and that you comply with that plan. I'm gonna make that a special condition of your parole. And
Yes,
that addition that you enroll in, get with your PO and enroll in a parenting class.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm just one vote. It's my vote. Roche,
Mr. Cooper,
Yes, sir.
you have a cutie. She's very cute.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
My vote is the same, for the same reasons. And I would add one condition, that
Yes,
you have,
ma'am.
that you have a
Sorry, sir.
person for 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. Good luck.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Mrs. Rice.
Mr. Cooper, I like the way you prepared for this day. You prepare very well. You presented very well today. You just gotta keep it up. Just
Yes,
gotta
ma'am.
keep it up. It's a lot of responsibility. Now, if you need counseling or somebody to talk to, ask for it.
Yes, ma'am.
Because parenting and being a single parent, that's hard. I'm not gonna recommend, but you need to ask for it if you find yourself getting kind of stressed because there's a lot going on out here right now. So my vote is to grant for the reasons I already stated, and I concur with all the conditions that have been set forth.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right, sir. Parole, good luck.
Okay, thank y'all.